Hey guys, it's TurboKyle here and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while, but I've had uni, I had my exams and all of that, bunch of assignments which were not fun. But anyway, I'm back, man's been promoted to third year, so I will be having uni again in a few months time, but hopefully I'll still be uploading videos and all of that. And I'm here today on BuzzFeed to find out what Pokemon am I, but first and foremost we're gonna find out what Pokemon type am I. Basically, I want to see if this matches up with the actual Pokemon that I get, and to see how accurate BuzzFeed is, because as we all know, BuzzFeed is obviously the most accurate in all of quizzes. It tells you exactly the truth. So let's get on with it. Which European city would I like to visit the most? Rome, been, pretty nice. London, been, also pretty nice. Vienna, never been, very aesthetically pleasing, would be very nice to go. Dublin, Ireland, I don't know. I don't really know what Dublin looks like. I always said I want to visit Ireland, and I definitely will one day. But I don't think it would be my preference on which European city to visit, like right at this moment. I'd say out of these four, it would be Vienna, since I've already visited Rome and London. Edinburgh, very nature-esque, I guess. I'd probably prefer Vienna. I'm not sure though. Edinburgh's a good shout. It's cold. Scotland's cold, so probably Vienna. Although Vienna I think is also cold, but probably not as cold as Scotland. And I hate the cold. Barcelona, been going again in literally a week's time. Very fun. Going abroad with my friends. 2.5 weeks. Can't wait for that. Very exciting times. Paris, probably overrated. Bunch of snobs. And Athens, cool culture. I don't really know. I think there are probably other cities which I'd rather visit in Europe. Out of these, I mean, Vienna, I guess. Would be cool to see the Eiffel Tower, but I don't know, man. Bunch of dickheads in Paris. Or at least for the most part. I do love Spain. Alright, so I'll go with Athens, and then, after Athens, you know, I'd go around and see a few more of the Greek cities and all of that. The Greek islands would be pretty cool to, you know, get the whole historical nature of all of that. Who's your favorite Disney heroine? Ooh, not really a big fan of Disney. I'm a fan of Disney Pixar, but Disney, not so much. So we got Belle, who I know who she is. There's Merida, who I've got no fucking clue who she is. Mulan, Alice. Who's Alice? Alice sounds familiar. I love Alice from The Magician, so I think I'm gonna go with her. But other options: Elsa, cool powers, Jasmine, Rapunzel. Ooh, Tangled. Tangled was a dope movie. Oh, that's like, actually, I've watched that movie like 3 times, and I'm definitely not disappointed with that. Cinderella, Moana, Snow White. Okay, I'm gonna change to Rapunzel just because of Tangled, but Alice, The Magicians, goated show, top 5 shows of all time. Absolutely love it. Pick a superpower: super strength, telepathy, flying, change size at will, control nature, telekinesis, invisibility, control fire, super speed, and control water. God damn, these are some good powers. Obviously, you know, super strength, the basic, cool, but never the biggest fan. Obviously, it would be dope to become One Punch Man, but, you know, there's better. Telepathy, cool as fuck. Flying, also really, really cool, but I don't think so. Change size at will. I want to know the restrictions on this. How small, how big can I be? Control nature, you know, control fire, control water. These are the elements. They're just missing out on electricity, control electricity. Oh, telekinesis, I'm fucking blind. Ignore me. Well, although that's not directly controlling electricity, so... But yeah, controlling nature, controlling fire, controlling water, all would be cool as fuck. Telekinesis as well would make things super easy. Even something as simple as like switching off the lights without having to stand up. Oh, would be brilliant. Invisibility, really cool, but what am I gonna do? I mean, honestly, it's really cool. You can sneak into places, and you can be a perv, which, honestly, get life if you are. Super speed, I love super speed. It's probably my favorite ability. I love the flash. I could get things done in an instant. You know, if I want to sneak into somewhere, I could do that. Sure, I can't control water, but if we're following the flash principles, I could run on water. Can't really do these two. I mean, who needs telekinesis when I can move that fast? At that point, change as it will, mate, no need. Flying, I mean, I can zoom so fast, better than flying. I miss out on the telepathy, which is sad, because telepathy is really cool, and super strength. When you're hitting someone that fast, you basically have super strength, so super speed all the way, love it. Choose a house. Okay, I like this, bit of modern, I like this, This is also really cool, but looks a bit in the middle of nowhere. And I like my sanity, I like people, I like socializing. Not a fan of apartments, but I do love the greenery. This is nice. I love pools. It's modern. Not sure which I'd prefer out of these two. I'd want to see the backyard of this before I decide. I'm probably going to say this. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere as well, which is a bit annoying, but the sea is right there. I love the sea, the blue sea. Oh, I can't wait to go to a beach that is as blue and as see-through as that. I know it's most of the time a summer place, and like we'd go maybe for a month, for a few months. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to live there. I mean, obviously I want to go there for a month, see how it is, so I don't know if I'd want to live there, but from what I'm feeling like right now, I would definitely love to at least stay there. I do hate the cold, sorry. I love the snow, hate the cold. And again, this is middle of nowhere, cabin in the woods, although there was no snow in that, but still, it's a cabin in the woods. I ain't trying to die. This is, I mean, it's moss, which looks cool, but hell no. Again, it's giving me the same vibes. Don't want to die. This is cool, and I don't want to fall and die either. I don't want any spiders. This ain't Australia, mate. So I'm between these three. I want to see the backyard of this, but seeing the size of it, I'm assuming it has a nice backyard. So I think I'll go for that, since I don't know what it's like to actually live in one of these places, because I know it's like relaxing as fuck, but I don't know how it is in terms of socializing and you know, the ease of everything. So I'll go with this. Make life simple. Choose a dessert. Cupcakes bang, but I prefer chocolate muffins. Candy. You see, I always liked candy, but I was always that child that would buy a bunch of candy and then eat just like a quarter of it. So I'm not gonna go for candy. Ice cream is great, obviously. Birthday cake, the icing is the best part. I love cake. Yes. Chocolate, it's good. I love my good protein bar, even a chocolate bar, but not the biggest fan of chocolate either. Donuts. Now this is gonna be a quarrel. Like, I love ice cream, don't get me wrong, but I love these two. Although ice cream, there is some ice cream though that I would say might. No, actually no. Cake's better than ice cream. Cake and donuts though. Ooh, this is the challenge of a century, the battle of a century. Cookies. Oh god, this is gonna be hard. Cheesecake. No. But pastizzi, Maltese fans, yes, literal cheesecake, pastizzi della ricotta, let's go. Ricotta, not bizzelli. Pie, not the biggest fan of pie. Depends what pie, actually. But most of the time, I'm not a fan. Brownies, never say I've tried brownies that I like, so I'm going for a no on that. So it's between birthday cake and donuts. Birthday cake or donuts? You know, leave in the comments, what would you go for? Cake or donuts? Because honestly, I don't know. Oh, this is a hard one. I feel like cake, I could sit and eat like a quarter of a cake and feel happy. And donuts, oh, but donuts I could sit there and eat like 4 and it would be brilliant as well. But I feel like, so donuts though, most of the time it's the same flavor. With cake, at least you've got different flavors. You know, you've got the actual like main, whether it's like chocolate, vanilla, marble cake's amazing. So yeah, you've got that, then you've got maybe some icing in the middle, you got the icing on the outside, so it's more versatile, so I think I'll go for cake, and then versus cookies as well. Cookies, bang, but again, cake, all that versatility, you can keep eating, and that is good. What's your favorite book genre? Fantasy, no question, there we go. But thriller, I like thriller, would probably prefer watching thriller than reading it. Adventure, kind of goes linked with fantasy, but I prefer obviously the more fictional. Graphic novels, chuck it in fantasy as well. I do love me a bit of graphical, gory, I do like it all. Sci-fi, fantasy, quite similar. I know not exactly, I think I prefer fantasy over sci-fi though. Romance, bro, if a book doesn't have romance, it's always, for me, if a book or a series or a movie doesn't have a romance aspect, it's always going to be missing that. I always love me a bit of romance, even if it's just some flirting or something. It just really adds to it for me. And I think a good romance always ups levels. Sports, no. Biography, hate reading biographies. Mystery, a good book always needs a little bit of mystery, and romance is there. Again, yep, fantasy. Choose something to drink, anything alcoholic, almost. Fancy cocktail, yes. Wine, yes. Beer, yes. Water, yep, need some water. Juice, first smoothie, has juice in it, but juice on its own, rare. I do love me some pineapple juice, but it's rare. Milk, hell no. Good for like protein shakes, and that's about it. Hot chocolate, whew, the gods drink out of tea, hot chocolate and coffee. Hot chocolate all the way between these three. Hot chocolate definitely. No questions asked. Lemonade, bonnet. Something to drink. I'm going alcoholic. The question is, am I going for cocktail, wine, or beer? I love wine. I love beer. I love cocktails. Cocktails. Oh, I could just drink like Long Island iced teas all day, and yeah, that works. Now choose a pattern. This looks pretty cool. This is very. I'm getting so many different interpretations of this image. I love it. It's like my brain is just firing on all cylinders of thinking about things which this image works with and correlates to, and I just can't even put them into words because it's just so much. This is really cool. I really like the design of this. This is, I mean, this is a classic, pattern, which is cool, but there's better. I've seen better images of that kind of pattern. This is cool when you get a glimpse, but if you just stare at it, it kind of, yeah. This is nice. I like the blue. I like the yellow, the bright yellow. It's cool. I like it. This is, no, I really like the red and the blue though. These two are nice. I really want to go for this because I love flamboyant. I love in your face. I love the black. It really highlights. Makes it all look 3D. It's done really well, but this just speaks to me on so many volumes. I'm going for that. Choose a Harry Potter character. Oh, Harry Potter, Ginny. I wish they made the Harry Potter and Ginny Weasley relationship as good as it was in the books, because it was a whole lot better in the books than it was in the movies. Luna, I love weird. Luna's weird, but still probably for Harry Potter. Ron Weasley, funny character. You can't hate Ron. Hermione is great. Dumbledore, cried a bit when Dumbledore died. Malfoy, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand where Malfoy's coming from, but maybe I can, do a whole video about Harry Potter one day. Going a bit through the characters, what I think about them. So I'll leave that for another time, but nah, Malfoy's not my favorite. Sirius Black. Boy, did I cry when Sirius died. I cried so much when Sirius Black died. He was, for me, the hardest death in Harry Potter, followed by Dumbledore. Neville Longbottom, I like him. I really like the whole character development and all of that, but not my favorite. Snape was written so well, you couldn't really tell whether he was the good guy or the villain throughout the the story. He was written absolutely amazingly. He's in contention for my favorites. My favorites, I think, would be between Severus, Dumbledore, and Harry Potter. Ooh. I do love Dumbledore, but I'm gonna be the cliche, and I'm just gonna go the main character, Harry Potter himself. As I said, I really love these three. Probably Dumbledore more than Snape, although in terms of how a character was written, I'd say Snape's probably my favorite. But in terms of actual character favorite, I'll probably go Harry Potter. Choose a fun activity. Hiking, it's cool, but I don't like walking that much. I love running. Walking, not that big on, and carrying stuff and all that, not really my thing, although you get some cool views, but not hiking. I'd love to try axe throwing. Escape rooms, I like them. I like engaging my mind and trying to get to escape, but don't think that'd be my favorite fun activity to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd like to do one every once in a while, but not my most favorite. Going shopping, I've learned to like it more over the years, but there's definitely better. Visiting a museum, a very one-off thing that I would do maybe when I'm abroad. Yeah, definitely not that. Amusement park, I prefer water parks over amusement parks. Bowling is sick. Bowling is great. Yes, bowling. Art gallery, not the biggest on art. Don't get me wrong, looks really cool, and I definitely want to buy more art for my room, for example, but I don't think I'd really visit an art gallery. Maybe an art, like a place where that's going to sell the art. Maybe I could buy something. I love an aquarium, but how many times are you going to do it? Like, don't get me wrong, again, a lot of stuff in here is once in a while activities. Which I guess is the vibe it's going for. Something you do once in a while. I guess although shopping you could do very often. And same with bowling, I guess. Rock climbing is dope. I love rock climbing. I think I'm going to go with bowling, though. Ooh, I'm a champ. Let's go. Okay, I'll take the champ. I like him a champ. Wait. I'm stupid. It says I'm a fighting type. Which, obviously, Machamp is a fighting type. So, if you're a Pokemon, you would be fighting type. Like Machamp, Throw, Lucario. I'll take it, I like my good fighting type. A fierce spirit, a strong personality, and you're always brave. You're loyal to your friends and will always defend them. You can sometimes be a little reckless and a risk taker, but you always face the world courageously. I like that. I feel like that kind of works, kind of fits. To see how accurate that quiz though was, I'm gonna, do another quiz to see what type of Pokemon I am. Choose a place to travel. Fiji, okay, you have me sold. Phoenix, definitely prefer Fiji. I am much more of a water guy, swimming guy, sea guy. I love the beach. Hawaii, ooh. Fiji or Hawaii? That is an interesting one. I'm not sure, I'll have to get back to that. Oh, also Hawaii, I don't know the difference in the places. I've heard of Maui, if that's how you pronounce it. Tokyo would be sick, but Fiji had me sold from the start. Cake pops, never tried them, look fucking delicious though. Gummy worms, not my most favorite thing, there's definitely better. Rainbow cheesecake, that sounds interesting, but don't know what it is. Macarons, I need to taste them again. Donuts. Chocolate bars, definitely donuts. Donuts over ice cream. Chocolate candy rocks, never tasted them. Look interesting. Sour candy belts, I prefer sweet over salty, not over sour. Ignore me. I am sometimes a bit stupid. Yeah, no, sour not really my thing. And chocolate lava cake, that looks good. I would definitely try that. But donuts, definitely donuts. Choose an activity to do. Hang out with friends, rock climb, read a book. I love me reading books. I haven't read one in a while. It's been a really long time. I miss reading books. I just don't give it time. I'd rather play or go out with my friends. Although I do miss it a lot. I mean, I haven't read that much. I've read a book series called The Enemy by Charlie Hickson. I love that. I had first read Harry Potter after watching the movies twice, and it was brilliant. Then I thought I would, I'd never love a book or book series more than Harry Potter. But when I read The Enemy, that is the greatest and will be the greatest book series I have ever read. Those books were so good. I might reread them one day. Then I started reading a book series. They did a movie about it recently, which I wanted to watch and I didn't. The Darkest Minds, and oh my god, the first book had such a sad ending. I don't think I'd started the second one or just a few pages, and I want to get in on that. Continue reading that, but as I said, I'm not giving reading enough time. Party, I'll do that with friends. But yeah, I prefer party over a general hangout. Don't get me wrong, a general hangout is nice, but definitely party. Zipline's cool. Go to the arcade, really cool as well. I'll travel while I'll party when I'm traveling. Oh wait, I'd rather travel than party, but while I'm traveling, I definitely want to party and shop. Party all the way. Gemstone, ruby, I love red. Opal, that looks sick. Amethyst, it's very nice purple. Sapphire, very nice blue. Diamonds, I was gonna say who doesn't love a diamond, but there's a lot of stuff about diamonds, more about the industry and the whole shopping of it, which it's whole tainted and all, but I mean, diamonds obviously look sick. Pearls, I don't think I've ever seen a pearl in real life. That's, I think, what oysters hold, right? And oysters taste amazing. I mean, I love gemstones. They all look sick. I mean, this looks a bit bland, and so does the pearl, but I'm sure they look great as well. In real life, red's my favorite color. This is a really nice purple. I love the mash of blue and green here. And I love this kind of green. I'm gonna look up some images. Amethysts look sick, but I don't know if I would ever wear an amethyst, or like an amethyst ring. Jade, from the photos I'm seeing, jade doesn't look as good. Just gonna go diamonds, screw it. Choose a personality trait. Liveliness, impulsiveness, shyness, perfection. Ooh, I used to be a perfectionist, still kind of am. Faithfulness, I know it's not like my personality trait, or is this choosing it in someone else? Is it choosing it for myself? This is a very questionable question. Friendliness, dauntless, prideful, charming, diligence. If it's in myself from these, I'd say maybe perfection or charming, maybe diligence, maybe dauntless. I'll go with perfection. Choose a Pokeball, Master Ball, you catch in an instant. What looks best? I'd say quick or lure. Netball I'd say looks best. Love me a bit of love. I'll go Master Ball. Quick catch. Choose a superpower. We've already determined it's super speed. Healing powers is sick. Shapeshifting is sick. All of these would be sick. Let's be real. Underwater breathing, flight. Who doesn't want all of this? Ability to talk to animals. Q Dean talking to that dog. Then the pigeon. Oh my god. I love Supernatural. But those scenes, absolutely hilarious. Oh yeah. Super speed all the way. Fighting type. Okay, so we have a constant. I am meant to be a fighting type. Bravo. You're a pretty charming and determined person. You're always yourself and you don't let the negative thoughts blind you. You can be a show-off, but you're a pretty cool person. I take that. I like it. Let's go. Oh, no, thanks. SQL. So, we've established I should be getting a fighting type Pokemon. Now, let's see if I actually get a fighting type Pokemon. Alright, so we're here with which Pokemon are you? We're gonna see what Pokemon I am. So, where do you live? Also, I want to say a quick shout out, thanks to Mini Mentor. He gave me this idea, and because I was thinking to myself, what do I want to record? And I was having a whole thought process, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll do something chill, some BuzzFeed, some quizzes, and I've recently watched Minimentor do this, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what Pokemon I am. Viridian City looks the nicest. Then again, there's a bit of everything. Some sea, caves, trees. Although Fuchsia City also looks pretty nice, but there's the cave, a bit of adventure, a bit of mystery. You could go down there, although this is more aesthetically pleasing, more trees, kind of like pool. But yeah, you know what? Lian City. It is. Choose a gym badge. This is very aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. I really like the colors on it. Thunder badge looks pretty cool, but I love red. The rainbow badge I feel like could have been done a whole lot better. Volcano or relic. Ooh, I'm between. Again, I love red, but I just can't click on. I see red, click yes. I feel like the relic badge looks the coolest out of all these. These two are both very aesthetically pleasing, but I'm gonna go for relic badge. Favorite Pokemon game. I wish there was Pixelmon as an option, but there isn't. So I'm going to go. I've actually never played any of them. Don't hate me. I know I shouldn't be. I know. I've never played the Pokemon game, and yet I'm doing a quiz. So Pokemon I am. I love Pixelmon. Okay, guys. That's from where I get my love for Pokemon. Pixelmon. I'll go for X because it's the most recent, I guess. I'm gonna get so much hate for this. What's your best quality? Respectful. Sometimes. There's a lot of factors that play into being respectful. Honest, I am brutally honest. Passionate, I am very passionate. And take that in any way you want. Humble, I do like me a bit of showboating. Every now and again it happens. I used to be way worse when I was a child. Learn to improve on that though. You know, we grow. As people, as humans, we have to grow and evolve, become better people. But I won't say I'm completely humble. Likeable, I'm a weird guy. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends on how much weird you like in your life. Sexy, obviously. I'm gonna go for honest. I am brutally honest. What's your greatest weakness? Distant. No. Perfectionist is not a weakness, okay? Unassertive. I've been slightly less decisive in the past few years, but I don't think it's enough to say I'm undecisive either. I just used to be always like super decisive, and now I'm slightly less. Controlling. I can be very controlling. I can also, you know, in some aspects I'm willing to let people like take control and, you know, because I'm good with whatever option they choose. But at the same time I can be very controlling when, you know, when I know I want to take charge and I want to be the lead, I am then very controlling. I am stubborn, I am very stubborn, but I feel like it's a good thing most of the time, because most of the time I'm right. So it works out for the best most of the time. Always late. I do have a tendency to be late. Luckily not too late, so it hasn't really ever bit me in the ass. And also controlling, I wouldn't say it's a weakness either. I mean, because if you know exactly how you want to do something, and how something wants to go down, and you want to control everything so that's how it happens, and then you're happy with that, then that's all weakness. And from these, I mean, I guess perfectionist. No, it's a weakness though. Always late, I guess. I started driving recently, so that's gonna help. Although parking's a bitch. I'm really not sure about these. I do have weaknesses, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like it's any of the ones on these list. Who's hottest? Between Noise Joy and Officer Jenny, I do love her hair. Let's go with Officer Jenny. I think so. I love the hair color. Pick an evolutionary stone. This looks kind of sick. This looks sick. These are just your basic stones, basic stone. This looks good and bad depending on when I look at it. Dust stone looks kind of cool. Dawn stone does look like an egg. I'm gonna go with sunstone. I got Snorlax. Snorlax, who doesn't love a good nap? We sure know you do. And to think that every time you wake up, it's the lovely sounds of a pokey flute. Now that's the life. I wonder what happens if I don't choose always late. Let's say it's controlling. I got Alakazam now. Okay, spoons. If you get that reference, you're a fucking legend. But you already know you get this result into Alakazam, you know, telepathy and all of that. These two, neither of them line up with a fighting type, interestingly enough. I'm not sure if I'm a real Snorlax, don't get me wrong. Every time I wake up, I want to go back to sleep. I hate waking up, especially in the mornings. Alakazam, again, I do love telepathy and all of that, but I don't feel like these two really resonate with me. Don't get me wrong, I love both of them. They both are sick. But I think we need a bit of another quiz to see if this is true, if I am a Snorlax or an Alakazam, or to see if I'm gonna get that fighting type Pokemon, which I got twice. So if we go for let's say Perfectionist. Alakazam again, interesting. So that's 2 for Alakazam. Stubborn. Blastoise is cool. Blastoise is very cool. And last, I'm gonna go for Selfish. I can be selfish on the materialistic side of things, not emotionally, but materialistically I can be very selfish, and it's Alakazam again. So you know what? From this quiz, I'm gonna say Alakazam. 3 of them came out as Alakazam, so Alakazam it is. But to confirm this, I'm gonna take one more quiz, build a Pokeball, and they'll tell you what Pokemon you are on the inside, because obviously Pokemon were named after Pokeballs. I'm gonna go for this and really and truly see what Pokemon I am. The whole point and premise of this video. Pick a base. Rice, brilliant base. Quinoa, not my favorite. Zucchini noodles, don't really like zucchini. Couscous. Ooh, couscous or rice, couscous or rice. Ooh, I'll go for rice. I feel like it's a better base, but I love couscous. Add some seafood. I love seafood. Salmon, yes. Octopus, yes. Scallops, yes. Tuna, yes. Oh, raw tuna. Okay, so it depends. If it's raw tuna, but I feel like it's better than cooked tuna. Same goes for salmon. I love octopus. Scallops is a bit more of a finer thing. They look like raw tuna and raw salmon, which both bang. And I think I'd prefer raw salmon and raw tuna over scallops. I like octopus. If we're talking about cooked, I'd prefer octopus over cooked salmon and cooked tuna. But I feel like then I'd prefer cooked scallops, obviously, over octopus. If we're talking raw though, it would probably be raw tuna, probably my favorite. But then, or salmon, I'm not sure. But since it doesn't say raw or not, and I'm assuming not raw, so scallops, healthy topping, no. Seaweed, ooh, crispy seaweed, Chinese crispy seaweed bangs. I kind of like edamame beans. Avocado, I only like it in sushi. Bean sprouts, I'm going for no thanks. I'm not really big on the greens. I like peanuts, throw in some crunch. I like almonds, I like sesame seeds, I think. Macadamia nuts, I've never really tasted them. I don't really feel like this works. I'm going for none thanks. Just a scallop, rice with scallops. I feel like, yeah, I could just do that by itself. Soy sauce would go nice. Never tasted sesame sauce. Honey, not the biggest fan, but sometimes honey can taste really nice, like honey glazed pork or something. Very nice. Hot sauce. I need to definitely get more used to spice. I'm gonna go with soy sauce. Yeah, soy sauce. Pick the bowl you want this delicious meal in. Yes, a coffee or tea mug, definitely. Thank you. At least I'll have a proper. This is a fruit bowl. One of these two. This is something I feel like I'd put more like dumplings or something in, but I'm gonna go with that. Finally, where are you eating your Pokeball? That looks sick. Mountain, definitely. Forest would also be cool. Village or city, a bit too, you know, on the normal side of life. I'm gonna go for mountain. Clefairy. Wow, we went from fighting to fairy. This is it. Well, fighting to normal to electric. The fairy, wow, I've really going through all the types, aren't I? Very opposing types as well. You're Clefairy, you're timid, kind, and very clever. How sweet of you. You prefer to be alone with your thoughts and doing arts and crafts. Okay, no. Not the biggest fan of arts and crafts. And alone with my thoughts, those can get very dark sometimes. I'm gonna see what happens if it says, if I go for couscous. I don't feel like Clefairy is you know, accurate. I feel like the Alakazam was more accurate, or the Snorlax. I think the Alakazam was the most accurate. I feel like Fighting type was a pretty accurate type, if I'm being honest. That's it. I found out what Pokemon I am. I found out what Pokemon type I am. Click no thanks for the first four for a delicious bowl of soy sauce. That's fucking brilliant. I love that comment, and you know what? That's what we're gonna hear for today. I'm really glad to be back on YouTube. Hopefully I do more videos. Watch me not post for a few more months again, and if I do, I'm really sorry, but then again, who really cares? I'm on like 45 subscribers, and I'm sure no one gives a fuck. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment, hit that notification bell to, you know, find out when I upload. You know, click on that, and then again, leave a like, a comment on them videos, and make sure you're already subscribed for this brilliant content that you are watching and witnessing. I thank you all for watching. This has been TurboKyle, and Godspeed.